What's up, guys? Dylan here. I'm going to bring you a battle with the next version of my Mono Dark team. Shaping up fairly well. I switched out Weavile for Umbreon, and having the Heal Bell and Wish passing support is invaluable. And I switched up the Absol set. It's now, instead of being a mixed attacker that's supposed to just do some damage and then die, it's meant to be a cleanup sweeper, as it's banded and has the sucker punch, so it's supposed to come in after I get rid of the support pokes and be able to just sucker punch everything and take it all down. So he's probably going to lead with his Mew here. I'm going to go ahead and lead with my Krookodile, I think, is what I'm looking for, because I don't want to just set up spikes until Hitmontop is out of the question, or out of the equation. And going with the Krookodile is a decent option, I believe, and I'm going to set up a sub here to take his probable U-turn, as long as he's not. I switched some of the bulk investment into speed for this Krookodile, so I'm pretty quick now. As long as he's not, or if he's not invested in speed himself, then I will outspeed and get the sub up. But if he is, then the U-turn will probably do a heavy amount of damage, unless it's a unless it's a utility Mew that's gonna set up rocks and stuff, which it might be. And he goes for a sub, so I'm going to bulk up here, and we'll see what he does. He goes for a sword stance himself, so he's going with quite an aggressive lead also. And we'll see how much damage this EQ does, because he's got two sword stances up now, so that could be quite dangerous. And he goes for a rock polish also. I'm gonna just keep EQing, and he's going to baton pass them. Okay, I see. Into what? I'm not sure. Possibly Regigigas here, probably. Yep, into Regigigas. I'm still behind my sub though, and may still outspeed. So I'm just gonna go for another EQ, because I did an easy 3-hit KO amount of damage, and he's got that slow start, so I may still be outspeeding, even though he's got the rock polish, and I am. So that drain punch is going to break my sub, but I will KO with this EQ if he stays in. If not, he doesn't have any levitators, so I'll get a pretty heavy hit on whatever comes in to take it, which is nothing. So I get that Regigigas out of the way, which isn't a huge problem, but because of that slow start. But if it does get those 5 turns of stall in before you can take it down, it's quite a problem. So he sends in his Heracross, and I switch out into Spiritomb to take whatever it goes for, and it U-turns out into Arcanine. I'm going to set up a calm mind to scout what this Arcanine's going to do, and he's going to Flare Blitz and do too much for me to really take another one. So did I not get Leftovers recovery? I don't understand. Why not? Oh, I did. It just didn't. I must not have been looking. Anyway, I'm confused. Like, if you did 56% Leftovers recovers. Whatever. I don't know what math is. We've gone over this before. I don't know what math is. What to go into to take this Flare Blitz. Leaning towards Umbreon here, because it can take it somewhat well. Protect. And then Wish. And I can essentially try to Life Orb stall this Arcanine. But he's got the Morning Sun, so that's not going to work out very well. He goes into Heracross, and I'm going to go ahead and protect on this, and we'll see what it does. It goes for the Mega Horn, which Umbreon cannot take, and Spiritomb does not have enough health to, so I will go into Mandibuzz. And he gets the crit, so it almost KOs, not quite. As you can see, I was left with 1 HP. And he is going to outspeed, so that crit definitely mattered because I'm not going to be able to get the bird on him. He switches out anyway. I guess that I should have roosted instead of predicting him to stay. I kind of figured that he would, though. He goes into Arcanine here, and I'm going to go ahead and send in Umbreon again. I really want to get those wishes up. I'm going to wish here, and I really want to get Umbreon back up to full health because it's a really good support for the rest of my team with that heal bell and the ability to pass its pretty large wishes. Almost 200 HP wish passing, so it's a pretty solid amount of HP. And I'll go back into Spiritomb here, hope that I survive, and he does go for a U-turn instead of a Mega Horn, so I will survive without too much of a problem. He goes back into Arcanine, and I'm going to go ahead and go for a Dark Pulse here, predicting him to Flare Blitz because I can do what I did before, go back into Umbreon. He doesn't get KO'd, and he does go down to the Dark Pulse after the recoil and the Life Orb damage. That's what I was hoping would happen. So I got that Arcanine out of the way, and that Arcanine was the bulky Arcanine was a pretty decent chance to do some heavy damage to my team, so I'm happy that I got rid of that. And he goes into Hitmontop here. I'm going to go for a rest to try to get my health back, and he goes for a Toxic, so that turns out to be a pretty decent move. I'm going to Sleep Talk here and see what he does. We'll see if he stays in or what, and he goes into Mew. I'm going to take this opportunity take this to go into Drapion, so that when he baton passes, I can simply roar away whoever he goes into. I imagine that he's going to try to boost up first and not just immediately go for it. So this turn he probably will baton pass, and he does not. He goes for another Swords Dance as I roar him out into Hitmontop. I'm going to go into Spiritomb here to take the to block the Rapid Spin, which he does go for, and I will Sleep Talk up as he goes for a Stone Edge. I pull a Rest, so nothing happens there. Stone Edge does not do too much. Hopefully I can pull some Calm Minds here, but I don't. I'll just go for it on my wake up, because I can take a couple more Stone Edges before I have to re-rest. I'm not too worried about him, because even a crit will only do around 100 damage. And he does go for a Toxic here, which is going to force me to rest fairly soon, because I don't want that Toxic damage building up as he goes into Heracross. So I am going to rest this turn. We'll see what he does. And he goes for a Night Daze, so that Heracross is actually his what's it called there? Zoroark. So I can go into Absol and go for a superpower if I feel so inclined, but I think I'm just going to stay in with Spiritomb here because it appears to be a special attacking set, so it's not doing too much with my Calm Minds. I'm going to just Sleep Talk here, and I missed the Dark Pulse that I pulled as he misses the Night Daze, so that's pretty much a washout of a turn. We'll see if he continues to stay or what. And he does have those spikes on in the field, and his Hitmontop is gone, so whatever comes in is on a clock, to say the least. His Heracross will probably get the Guts boost though when it does come in. Unless he's not running a Guts Heracross for whatever reason. I don't know why anybody wouldn't. And there's a -1 accuracy, or a -3 now. Holy crap! From the Night Daze is really working against me right now. I'm just gonna keep Dark Pulsing and hoping that I can actually hit one. It won't matter too terribly much, because he's going to go down to the Toxic, and that's pretty much going to be how this is going to go for a little while, because he gets another accuracy drop, and in comes his actual Heracross. So like I said, that's going to have the Guts boosted Mega Horn, and that's going to take down my Spiritomb, no problem. And I don't have my Mandibuzz any longer. So what can I go into here? I can go into Umbreon and Protect Off to get a little bit more toxic damage, and then eventually just go into Absol to Sucker Punch it, and I think that that's going to be what I'm going to end up doing. What I'm going to do with that Mew, though, is I'm not too sure. So yeah, I'm going to Protect Off here to get some toxic damage on this thing, and he's probably going to end up taking me down with one Mega Horn, so, you know, what can I do about that? I'm going to wish just in case he doesn't, but he does. And so now I will go into Absol and just go for the Sucker Punch, and hopefully KO. It does not quite. He's left with enough health to take me down, but not enough to survive the toxic damage. I'll go into Drapion here and just lay a crunch on this Mew if he tries to set up a sub. You know, he doesn't have any attacks, which he's revealed because he's got the sub, and I don't know why he's just continuing to crunch. It's just wasting time, but he's got the sub and the... Yeah, I know. LOL. Good game. Yeah, you have the sub, Swords Dance, Rock Polish, Baton Pass set on that Mew. It was solely to Baton Pass to that Regigigas, which I was able to take out right away. So that was a pretty good, and as you can see, I got this Mono Dark team working pretty well at this point. I really like the Choice Banded Absol, which is not all too common, but it's you know, some people run the Choice Scarf, but a 80 base power stab Sucker Punch off full attack with an Adamant Nature and a Choice Band is ridiculously powerful. Even though you know, it did half to this Heracross, even though it was resisted, and Heracross is able to take a few hits here and there. So yeah, anyway, that will be all. Thank you for watching. Keep coming back. I will keep putting up more. Tomorrow's Tuesday, and I've decided that Tuesday is Let's Play Tuesday, because that's how I'm going to do it. Just going to put up one part of my Let's Play a week until it's done, and I start a new one, and then I'll continue to do the same thing. So yeah, you have that to look forward to. And even though Let's Play Tuesday rhymes, it's not clever at all, because Let's Play rhymes with every day. So yeah, at first I was like, Let's Play Tuesday. Oh, it rhymes, that's cool. And then I was like, wait, that doesn't work. Well, it does, but it works with anything, so it's not even clever. Alright, anyway, thank you for watching. Keep coming back. I'll keep putting up more. Thank you, and have a nice night, day, whatever time it is, wherever you are.